Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erico and today I'm gonna go over what I think is the 5 best decks in Master Duel. So most of the people know me as the pendulum guy in Master Duel in general based on my channel, but spoiler alert, in the top 5 pendulums are not in it. Little spoiler, but I'm just trying to be honest with you what I'm thinking. The top 5 decks, the easiest decks to rank up, win tournaments, whatever. I'm gonna go over that with you guys. We're gonna skim through every single deck and let's get started. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully we have mobile Master Duels while this is uploaded, so let's get that pulled up. Now for the first list, I want to bring up Virtual World. So as my number 5 pick, Virtual World is a very good contender. They can special summon a lot of monsters. They have Macrocosmos, which Macrocosmos on legs. Let me see where that card. This card right here, the Virtual QB. That card is insane. It's a so basically every card that gets sent to the graveyard, gets banished instead. A lot of decks relied, on their monster cards being in the graveyard to resolve. Not only that, you have True King of All Calamity. This card is insane. It's banned in the TCG. I don't know why we got it on Master Duel. So just in saying, this deck is powerful. Can explode and just go off. It's very non-link friendly if you want to build it like that as well. But one thing I do want to share in common, all these decks have in common that I will be going over with, is they all play Max C. They all play Ash Blossom. These cards are mandatory if you want to be competitive in this game. If you want to make a fun deck, you guys can add, just splash these cards in it. As long as you have those cards, you'll be good to play whatever fun deck you guys want. It's just unfortunate that these cards are mandatory even if you do not want to play them. But hey, that's competitive. If you want to be playing top tier and not, taking L's and losing, that's what you got to do. Nibiru, I love Nibiru because if you special summon more than 5 times, you get to special summon this monster. You sacrifice all your opponent's monsters and you just special summon this on your side of the field, and then you give them a token, and you generally put that token in defense mode, and then next turn you could just get rid of it with Nibiru. But yes, this is my top 5 contender. The next deck I do want to go over is the Dino deck. Now dinosaurs, they deserve a lot of respect. In this game, this card right here is insane because you activate Max C hand traps, any hand trap, you can banish it and negate it. This card's at 1 in the TCG. That's why dinosaurs are not doing so well in the TCG, but here in Master Duel, you have 3 of these guys. You can send that card to the graveyard easily with your deck. It's a crazy card, and Ultimate Tyranno is just your boss monster where you can activate, destroy one of your monsters and put all your monsters cards in defense mode. It's just 33,500. It's a powerhouse. And when it attacks a defense position monster, you do battle damage. Inflict piercing damage with this card. This deck is insane. Dinos is a very easy and friendly deck if you're trying to play competitive. I would recommend building it if you are newer to Yu-Gi-Oh, or you're just trying to learn how to play these new combo decks. This is a very friendly deck, and as I spoken, Max C and Ash Blossom are definitely very, very, very important. Now The next deck I want to talk about is, you know, Drytron. This deck is insane. It's just, to sum it up, you know, you just pitch everything to the graveyard, and basically you make a board of negates, or, you know, a macrocosmos or D-fissure, having all your monsters get banished, Herald of Orange Light being searchable, negate. So, you know, instead of playing like Ash or Maxi or Valor or whatever, this is an extra hand trap that they have. You can literally send this to the graveyard with another fairy, negate a monster effect easily. And it's searchable. It's like a searchable Valor. Think about that. And they just explode. In, you know, this card, Benton, is literally at 1 in the TCG, and it still does amazing combos. And now that it's at 3 in Master Duel, that's pretty scary. But, you know, you have cards like Herald, like literally negate any card if it's on the field, and literally just by, you know, pitching a fairy, one fairy. It's crazy. You can just keep doing it until you have no cards in hand, or no fairies in general. So that's one I wanted to bring up. The next deck I want to bring up is Zodiac. Yes, Zodiac Pure is insane. So let me just tell you one thing. It's the fact that you could, you know, normal summon a Zoo, exceed on top of it. You don't need 2 monster cards to exceed with this. You just need a 1 card exceed, and you could, like, you know, go through all these and then literally make your you know, your Trident. Trident is very, very good. It's a very important card. In the TCG, this card is banned. We have 1 of these. During either player's turn, you could detach 1 and destroy any card face up on the field. Here's a little combo that I wanna tell you guys about this deck. So you attack with any of these monsters, it doesn't matter, defense position, or you attack me, you know, attack directly. Go to main phase 2, right? Go to main phase 2. You make this boss monster right here, Zeus, which is super easy. All you have to do to make this card is attack with an Exceed monster, main phase 2, overlay this on top. And then once per turn, you know, quick effect, you could detach 2 cards from this card, send all other cards from the field to the graveyard. And here's the crazy part. Since you're overlaying, you know, you're gonna summon that. You overlay, you know, you start off with this card. You overlay, and then you start off with this. And then you overlay this. And then you overlay that. That's a lot of material you have already to work with Zoo. You could probably Zoo twice. Send all cards on the field in the same turn twice. It's crazy. And you have a 3000 beat stick. This card right here just makes this deck viable 100%. And that's basically why I'm saying this is number 2 right now. And number 1 is, you got it, Tri-Brigade Zoo. You know, Tri-Brigade combos. You just go off. You could do everything I literally just said. You got cards like Tenki, you got cards like Tri-Brigade Revolt that you could just combo off well. You could play Cross Out Designator because everybody's playing the same deck. You know, you just activate that and bam, just like it just wrecks people. I do recommend, you know, Tri-Brigades, you can mix Splash with a bunch of decks. That's the crazy part about Tri-Brigade. But just in general, this is the number 1 deck. Every card is running max C's and Ashes. So you guys know, craft your staples. Make sure you have them. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, take care, and yeah.